Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of True Dungeon Talk with Trent. My name is Trent of trenttokens.com. I'm a big fan of the game called True Dungeon and a very avid collector of tokens, which I often say you can see back here. Today we have a super special show. I think I always say that, but today I really mean it. Not that I didn't mean it other times, but today I really mean it. Today we have the creator of True Dungeon, Jeff Martin. I'll be interviewing him. We're going to be discussing RainCon and Gen Con, which is a lot of stuff. But before we do that, let's do a little housekeeping. First of all, if you haven't done that liking and subscribing thing, please do so now. Do it now. Click, 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 wherever that thing is around the screen. It really helps spread the love of True Dungeon, and it helps the show. Also, at the end of the show, if you haven't heard about this yet, I'll be doing free giveaways, which you can see on the screen. First place, second place, and third place. Really cool prizes. In order to win, you must be present. Check the chat, look at the pinned link, click that, fill it out, and that's how you enter. Again, you must be present. When I draw your name, I'll say, "Hey, Chad, is that you?" And you must say, "That's me," and that's how you win. But to celebrate, can you believe it, the 9th anniversary of Trent Tokens. That's right, I think it was May 15th. So it's been a hair over 9 years now that I started trenttokens.com. I think our first sale was on May 15th of 2017. So it's pretty crazy. So 9 years of Trent Tokens. To celebrate the 9th anniversary of Trent Tokens, I'll be giving away a free golden ticket. That's right, a free golden ticket. And also, there's a current special, if you're watching this live, at trenttokens.com. It ends at 11:59 tonight, Eastern, by the way. So the 10% off special is going now, and it ends at 11:50 p.m. Eastern tonight. But without further ado, everybody, let's please put your hands together for the man, the myth, the legend, the creator of True Dungeon, Jeff Martin.
Yo, hey.
Oh my God. The audience loves you. Look at all them clapping.
Every time. It's weird.
Every time. I tell you, who knew that I could draw that kind of audience to see you? It's amazing, right?
Yeah, I think there was a mistake, but go ahead.
It might be a video file that I play, but I'm not going to give away the secrets of the show. Speaking of the show, Jeff, thank you so much for making time to be on the show. I really appreciate you being here, and welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm well. Thanks for having me. It's always fun to talk about True Dungeons, so anytime.
Yeah, that's cool. It is always fun to talk about True Dungeon. I wish I could do it every day. So actually, I do. My wife would probably tell you that I do it every day. So you've got to be. First of all, where are you? What's all that in the background? Where are you right now?
I'm in a deep, dark location somewhere in Cravenmore, the deep forest. So who knows what's going to happen.
Well, be careful of the Cravenmore residents there. First of all, let's say hello to chat. Speaking of that chat, we're going to be talking about RainCon, Gen Con, and doing live giveaways at the end. But if you have any questions for Jeff, or me, I guess, but Jeff's much more interesting, just put the word question and then whatever your question is, so when I scan chat, I'll be able to find it. But speaking of chat, let's say hello to people in chat. So, all right, so hello, Daniel, Dilly, Ramsador, Bob, TJ, the Garrett Bray, Falarian, what's up, Falarian? Kresimir, Matthew Bloom, Brian, one of the David, Steve Harris, Sean Smith, 9 years. Wow. Sean Smith, by the way, we should probably send him a present. He's the one who introduced me and taught me D&D. He also taught me about Gen Con, and he also taught me about True Dungeon. And I know I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again for anyone who hasn't heard it. He said, so there's this thing called True Dungeon at Gen Con. It's kind of like a live version of D&D, and you don't need to buy any tokens because I have a bunch. And then he started to walk away. Then he turned around. He goes, you know what? If you want, you could buy a weapon. I was like, oh, okay. So then I went to truedungeon.com and bought a Death Cleaver. And then, like, the next day, I realized that there was something that allowed you to get treasure. So then I got another little tiny set with the Amulet of Treasure Finding, I think it was. And then I did more research. I found out you could take that +2 Death Cleaver and make it into a +3, which also turned to a +5, and then the rest is history. So thank you to Sean forever for introducing me to.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah. So yeah, we're all very thankful of you, Sean. Still Kiss, hello. Chris Canary, hello. Adam, I think I said hello to Steve Harris. Adam Kachansky, Michael Dean, Belinda, what's up? Metaphoric Dragon, Jeff Green, Aaron, what's up, Aaron? Nikolay Sheim, Matthew again, Ryan. Oh, we got the Bloom brothers, Coco Juice, Bob again, Chris, the Rocket Smith, and Mongo. What's up, Mongo? So hello to everyone. Bob says May 26th is World Dracula Day. That's interesting. So chat again. If you have any questions, please type the word question. Thank you all very much for watching live. It's a sincere treat. And again, please do that liking and subscribing if you haven't done that yet. All right. So Jeff, we have got a ton to get to. Shall we just dive right in and get to what we got to get to? Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Let's get it done. All right, first of all, we're going to be talking about RainCon. I feel like we probably did a show and talked about this maybe a year ago, if not over a year ago,
right.
But it's finally here. How does it feel to finally be, what is it, let's say, like a hair under 2 weeks away from RainCon? How does that feel?
It's crazy. It's finally here. It's been a long time coming. I remember thinking about this at SkullCon, thinking, what are we going to do next time? And talking to people, getting ideas. And and then it's finally here. It's been pretty crazy. It's a lot of extra work that we went a little crazy, I think. And we went to this big venue and we're doing all these events, but we wanted to put something on really cool. And I think it'll be fun. I think you guys will have a good weekend.
Wow, that's amazing. So since 2021, you've been thinking about this?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, yeah, I am so pumped. It's hard for me to control myself of how excited I am for RainCon. I've been pumped about this for a long, long time. I'm really excited for it to happen, and I think everyone else is super excited as well. So I believe if you're watching, you know about RainCon happening on May 29th and 30th at the Pavilion in Marion, Illinois. Is there anything that you would like to tell people who might not know what RainCon is? How about for the people everyone who knows what it is already knows, but how about tell people what RainCon is for someone who's never heard of it before?
Well, I'm not sure anybody really knows what RainCon is until
okay,
it happens.
tell us all then.
We've never done anything like this. Where there's going to be, with volunteers, there's going to be 500 people there.
Wow.
So this is quite a bit bigger than anything we've done before. And then It's in a really nice facility with a real exhibit hall and, food trucks, really good ones, and a bunch of open gaming, really nice, like ballroom type situation. So lots of good lighting, and it should be a great time. And we'll find out what it is exactly when it happens. But I'm really excited the fact that we can get like 500 just fans together in one spot for the weekend and just see what happens. And hopefully you guys will, a lot of the fun will be made by the community, and we're just going to kind of set some stuff up. We got some surprises for you. Hopefully they'll be well received. We'll see what happens, but it should be fun.
All right, so I have a question for you. I've told a piece of the story before, and you may remember this. Eons ago, when I went to my first True Dungeon adventure, it happened to be Gen Con 2016, I believe, and the first adventure I went on was a golden ticket. And afterwards, you said to me, I won't say with like a nervous face, but I maybe from your sentences, I thought there might have been a little bit of, let's see, not nervousness, but just concern. You said, did you like it? What did you think? And I think you might have even told me that you were a little worried that I might not like it. And by then, I think you knew that I had invested a lot of time and energy into this. how are you feeling with that aspect of RingCon? I mean, what kind of nervousness do you have, or anxiousness about
Yeah.
what you're about to do? Tell us that. And do you remember saying that to me way back in 16?
Yeah, when you told me the story a couple of years ago, and I think it helped me remember it. Yeah, I mean, I'm always nervous when, like, you had put so much interest into it before you even played it. So
Right.
I was nervous. I was afraid you might get, sometimes it's not what, people build it up too much in their heads. They think it's going to be something like, something we couldn't do in a mobile event in a weekend. They want like really super awesome
Mm,
sets, but we just don't have the time and the whatever. But yeah, and I'm nervous about this for sure. Not sleeping too well. It's just it's a new thing, and we'll see how it goes. So there's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of we've had a couple of key volunteers had to back out because of family issues, and
mm.
the new facility, and there's some challenges of getting things on in and off semis there. So yeah, it's a little scary, but we've booked in a bunch of time. I think we should be fine to get it all set up in time. Hopefully, to get it tore down as well. We'll see.
Got it. Well, I think as the theater people in the chat will know, just keep saying your lines and smile and keep going. Nobody knows that you forgot your lines or that prop is missing if you don't call attention to it. I think it's going to be great. I think that concern you have shows a certain level of humility, which is hard to find nowadays, but also an immense amount of care and concern you have for the people who are coming all the way out to see it. And I'm positive it's going to be a great show. So let's move on to our next thing. You sent me this. What are we looking at here?
Well, we decided to go with these badges. I really liked them. They're nice and big. It's something different, and it has your name on it, so that'll be a nice keepsake. I know they don't fit into the little badge holders we give out, but I wanted something that was a really good keepsake. And you can use the badge holders for other cons, but this one will be nice. You can hang up on your wall, and it's a great memento. And yeah, it should be nice. And then we actually also have these really cool lanyards that come with it.
Wow.
I went with like hooks on the ends. I was thinking maybe you might be able to use the lanyard for like a character card, but I'm not sure it's going to work too well. They're pretty tight, so if you're careful, I think you could use the lanyard all the time and carefully put your character card in there. That's why we went with that one. So
Very cool. I am pumped. And to pick up your badges, do I have that later in here? I don't think I do. Yeah, I'm looking at my future slides. I don't have that. So can you remind people when they can pick up their badges? And also
yes,
what they need to show in order to pick up their badges.
sure, yeah. We'll be open at 4:00 p.m. On Thursday until 8:00 for picking up your badge and swag and all your cool stuff before the show. You will have to have a valid ID. So I know it's cool if one person can pick up for everybody, but just to keep Lori happy and sane and everybody everything good, we're asking everybody to have a valid ID with them for every person, one person per badge.
Got
Just
it.
to keep it simple. We don't want to have any problems about he said, she said, he told me. Yeah.
Sure,
So
sure. Understood. I think you was a fairly strict check-in process for SkullCon, too. You probably have no other choice. All right, let me check in with chat here. All right. So people talking amongst yourselves. People are very excited about RingCon. We have a question here from Valerian89. Question: is Fang and Fury the same at RingCon and Gen Con, or are they different events? Want to check before Gen Con's event registration goes live tomorrow. Great question.
that is a great question. The basically the modules are going to be identical. I mean, we'll probably make some tweaks that once we have run it once. So we always like to improve where we can. The thing that'll be different also at Gen Con is the in-between spaces will be more themed than they are going to be at RingCon. With the amount of time we have like 5 people installing RingCon versus 50 at Gen Con. But we just don't have enough people in time to have these really nice holding areas. So they're going to be mostly curtained. Um, just so just kind of, I wish we could have got more in local install folks to help, but that's where we're at on that. So yeah,
So
it will be. I think slightly improved, probably with some of the additions we'll make. Unless it's perfect out of the can, who knows? But and then the holding areas will be themed. Well, there won't be at RingCon.
got it, because you've got more volunteers. All right, sounds good. Thank you for the question. Again, if anyone else is having questions, go ahead and let us know. So this is the outside of the pavilion in Marion, Illinois,
Yep.
and we're going to have one food truck and one soda truck out front, and that's the spot where they're going to be, right there under the overhang, which is pretty cool.
Right, and there'll be a limited amount of seating out there as well, so you can just. Hopefully, it'll be good weather. It should be, hopefully. Not like last time we had SkullCon and it was like flooding everywhere, but
Oh yeah, I
hopefully
remember that.
we have some good weather. Um, but yeah, and then of course, awesome drinks from Bowen Company, and then yeah, um,
Yes, Critical Hit Soda will be there, as well as the Caribbean Hut. And you're saying that there's seats out front? I
there
guess
will
off
be.
camera
They're
here.
gonna. Yeah, it'll be somewhere out there. They said they can set up some tables and chairs for folks.
Oh,
So yeah,
sweet. That's pretty great. So yeah, speaking of Critical Hit Soda, so there will be the soda truck there. Their menu is massive. I think most of the people here have had that. If you haven't had it before, it's amazing. There's all kinds of different drink choices here. They also have sugar-free choices as well. Or you can do cast a wish spell, which is at the bottom there, and you can basically make your own drink. And you said the Caribbean Hut place is a popular place that's local, and you can see what they're going to be offering here. They've got meals, sandwiches, sides, and also the times. Friday 11 to 8, and Saturday they're open early for breakfast at 8 a.m. and they go until 8 p.m. So that's pretty cool for them. How did
yeah.
you? Yeah, tell us about Caribbean Hut. You know a little bit about them, right?
Yeah, it's a really nice local couple, and they've been a favorite of the Martin family for many years. They
Oh,
it's just it's a food truck that they take around Southern Illinois, different places, different events, kind of thing. And then when we decided that we found out we could get food trucks, they're the first people we asked, and it's really great. They're really nice couple, and they have a bit of a misfortune. They've got a local spot in a very small town right off the major highway. It's about a mile north, but unfortunately, there's like right now there is major road construction going on, so the road going to
oh,
their restaurant is cut off. Has been for like
no.
6 months, and it will be for another like year. So that's another reason why
Whoa.
we really wanted to bring them in. They could use the business. So yeah,
Yikes. Wow. That's got to suck for them. Yeah, so that is pretty cool that we'll have a soda truck and a food truck right out front with seats, which is pretty cool.
yeah.
You know what? Someone recently asked me a question, and I told them that they should ask True Dungeon, but it just jumped into my head. Is outside food allowed into the open gaming area once the convention starts?
Well, I can't say for sure. That's something I should know, and I think I do, but I get myself in trouble. I need to check with the facility. They
Okay.
may have an issue with it because they probably don't care, but I can't say for sure. I,
Yep.
I remember asking, but I'm not really 100% sure. I remember they're providing janitorial staff to keep the place clean, and
Mm-hmm.
they may not want a bunch of outside food coming in. I don't know. So I'll ask them, and we'll definitely post it on the Rincon site.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I told the person who emailed me to email you guys. So I said, I don't really know. And there's no way I should answer that question without checking. Speaking of the open gaming area, here is a behind-the-scenes map. I believe this is available on the Rincon page, truedungeon.com/ring-con, if I'm not mistaken. So it shows where the food trucks will be, the entrance, and that lobby area where it says Rincon. That's the spot that will be open on Thursday to check in, right?
Yeah, yep, right inside. Yeah, and if you want to, yeah, you just I think they sent out some info. Lori did a couple days ago about how that's all going to work. There's going to be different lines based on your last name.
Oh, that's right, the alphabet thing. Yeah. Yep.
Something like that. So yeah, there's a big procedure. They're going to have it all organized well. So it shouldn't be a huge line, hopefully. But if you'll get your badge pretty quick. It'll go pretty fast. They'll have it well organized. So, and then you can see that that's where the transmuting office is going to be. You got to come in and take a little bit of a left and go in there. And there's plenty of restrooms.
Okay.
Plenty of really nice big restrooms. It's a new facility somewhat, and it's well maintained. Not a lot of wear and tear on it either. So.
That's cool. And the open gaming area, the check-in is Thursday 4 to 8. And the open gaming area on Thursday will be open from 4 till 9. Is that right?
Correct. Yep. We're going to give you an extra hour of gaming.
And I was extremely happy when you guys made that announcement, because I was in one hotel and their breakfast area had like 30-ish seats. I figured I could probably grow a little bit out of that, because when at SkullCon I did this, and I didn't do it at True Dungeon Celebration, because that's when I announced the start of Trent Tokens, so I didn't do it then. But at these little things, I try to do little get-togethers, like free pizza and hand out a free drink coupon. So I had planned to do that at my hotel. But then the number of people who responded grew, and so I moved hotels because they had a bigger room, and then we outgrew that room. But at the same time, you guys announced this open area will be available 4 to 9 on Thursday. So I moved the free pizza and drink coupon to here. So I'll be sending out more information about this, but on Thursday at 6 p.m. in the open gaming area, sponsored by Trent Tokens, I'll be offering free pizza, probably order 100 or so pizzas from a local place called Waltz. I asked multiple people and multiple hotels what they recommended, and everyone literally said Waltz pizza. I'll also have gluten-free pizza. A few people who signed into the survey wanted gluten-free, and Jeff likes gluten-free pizza as well. So for you gluten-free people, feel free to email me and tell me like what kind of toppings you like. So besides the free pizza, everybody gets one free drink coupon, and I'm going to do a few giveaways, not a ton, but the cool thing that I'm basically previewing right now is Questionable Experience D&D Improv. We're going to be doing a free a few giveaways of things, and you'll notice that this one is orange. Oh, yeah, so that's it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, that's something orange. I will send out more information about what that is, the Questionable Experience D&D Improv performance. It's with Brandon Mace as the Dungeon Master and a handful of other people. It's this little D&D improv show that's getting off the ground, but more to come about that. But let's check in with chat. Chat, if you have any questions, please let us know. Let's see here. Looking for questions. Looks like people like the lanyard. Aaron didn't use the word question, but he did ask a question. Aaron says, what's the deal? Let me go back to this screen here, shall we? Aaron says, what's the deal? This is for you, Jeff. What is the deal with going to 5-room adventures versus 7-room adventures? Is that temporary, or is that what to expect going forward?
That's a good question. It's a little off topic, but I think it's a good time to ask it. Yeah, Rincon will all be 7 because that's when they got designed by that. But we're trying something new at Gen Con.
So let me interrupt. Hold on a second. You're saying at Rincon all the rooms are 7 rooms?
except for Fang and Fury. 'Cause
Okay. I don't know if that was super clear. It might have been. Maybe I just missed it. Oh, is that a surprise?
Nah, not anymore. I guess I blabbed it.
What? So we just had a reveal here. I feel like you said that the change was happening at RingCon, but now you just unchanged it for RingCon, and you just told us.
Nah, it's always been 7. I read the manga,
No! You gotta take the bait. I could have swore that RingCon was 5 rooms. Okay, great. They're 7 rooms. Please continue, sir.
Anyway, yeah, there were a lot of reasons why we're trying this out this year at Gen Con. We'll see, and at ChemoCon. We'll see what the feedback is. A lot of pluses, some minuses, but we think is generally it's going to be a positive. We'll see. Again, it's an experiment, and once the feedback's back, we'll go from there and see what happens. I guess if you're looking, if you're looking for like some of the major reasons why we wanted to do it, it gives us more space. Fewer rooms means the rooms can be bigger. The connecting areas can be bigger. It also means that we could. I love dropping the admission price. I mean, I know we're not. We're pretty. Yeah. We've always underpriced, I think, the event, and we try to keep it low enough. But this is just another way we could make the price cheaper, which is, I think, a great idea for just to get new folks involved. You know, it's always a struggle to try to get newer folks to play. I mean, we still sold out last year, even at a much higher price. But I like the idea of it being more accessible to folks with the price and also the time. We to be perfectly honest, I spent about 2 minutes thinking about how long to make the event back in 2003. It was like March, and we had to design an event and get it all built by August, or July that year. So there were a lot of quick decisions made, and I'm not sure. Originally, it was 8 rooms, by the way, the first 2 years.
I heard that from somebody. Yeah.
So I think about an hour is basically our player base is getting older, and they're not on carpet anymore like it used to be back in the day. So when we went to cement floors, they look much better for immersion. That kind of neutral gray can just kind of get lost, where carpet tends to ruin the immersion quite a bit, although it's a lot easier on your feet. Anyway, I think with the 5 room, it's also just going to be easier on just the general gamers, and what a 1 hour on your feet kind of thing is, I think, well, it's actually going to be more when you count training. So I think that's reasonable to ask folks to do.
Yeah. And also, recently, every other room or so has had benches, which is incredible if you guys continue to do that. Well, thank you for answering that question, even though maybe it was a hair off topic, but we appreciate all good questions. Let's see. Let me try to catch up here with chat. Valerian says, so mostly worried about the XP. If that is the same, saves me not having to get a Fang and Fury for Gen Con, and other people can get the chance to play it. So XP is always the same if the name of the adventure is the same, right?
Correct. Yep.
So if you get XP at RingCon and you also play at Gen Con, only one of them is going to count. And let me try to catch here. We don't want to get Lori mad. You won't like her when she's mad, says Brian Olson. The Garrett Bray has a question for me. There was an email sent last week about a possible pre-con gathering at your hotel. Is there more information on that, or was there not enough interest? There will always be an interest for free pizza.
You had me at free pizza.
Yeah, you had me at free pizza. And so, I think by now you probably heard me say that I moved from one hotel to another, and now we moved it to the open gaming area. More information will go out to everybody. Finsel has a question with the email about pre-building your character. Do I need to travel with my entire build for coaching rooms, flying in from Texas?
Your tokens, yeah. Yep. Always got to show your tokens.
Right. I was about to answer that, but we've got the creator right here, so he could answer that better. But yeah, as far as I know, you're supposed to always be prepared to show, because at coaching, they can say at any time, show me all your tokens. And then at the end, they want to check your treasure chips.
Yep.
Okay, so Coco Juice 02 has a question for Rincon. Can badges be picked up on Friday, or does it need to be picked up on Thursday? Good question. We want to definitely clear that up.
Nope. I imagine some folks won't be picking them up till Saturday. They're probably just coming in for Saturday only. So yeah, Friday or Saturday is fine.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Got it. Thomas Whelan asked a question, alphabetical by which name? Check your email. It shows what your name is, the name that they have, like at the top in bold, and that is how you will need to get into your line. Like mine said Trent, so I'm going to get in the T line. Mackenzie, sad I won't be there. Have surgery on Monday. Have extra fun for me. Oh, well, good luck on your surgery. And I promise you, Nicholas, I happen to know that's Nicholas, I will have extra fun on your behalf. And I'm going to be doing some, technically I'm going to be doing some transmuting for you, Nicholas. Let's see. Tracker has a question about the silver ship. We're going to be getting to that, so hold that thought, Tracker. Okay, trying to catch up here. Okay, Aaron Drake has a question. Are the time limits going to be longer in each room with less rooms? No, right? Each room is still 12.
Nope, still be 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That was an interesting idea, but I think one of the reasons that we wanted to try the shorter was just to have less time on your feet for
right.
Folks, so
cool. Mackenzie tells me to have a beer for him. I will try. Mr. Dementor has a great question. Is TD going to be at GameholeCon this year?
Oh yeah, yep. We're bringing the last module in the series, the Cribmore, that Castle Cribmore, and then we'll also have True Grind again. So Paul's running that again. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's going to be the same one that. No, I lied. That's next year. Sorry. Yeah, it's a different True Grind module. You'll see. Just go to the event and our event page, and it has all the details.
Yep. Yeah, if you go to truedungeon.com and click upcoming events, I don't think the GameholeCon is updated yet, though. Last time I checked, but it will be in the not too distant future if it's not yet. Jeffrey Dillon wants to clarify, will the run at Gamehole be 7 rooms or the same as seen at Gen Con? Same as Gen Con, yep. But also 5, right?
Yep.
Taylor Michael Young says, more benches in the dungeon, please. I'm with you, Taylor. Question for Trent. Where can we find you during the event to pick up orders? Good question. I will email everyone who has placed a Rincon pickup order, but you just text me and I won't be hard to find. Trent's Lounge will be at Rincon, so that will be where I'm at, and I'll also email everybody my schedule. Mackenzie, can our question be non-Rincon oriented? With Jeff here, I had a question about cow. What do you think? It's a question about questions.
Go for it. Hopefully I can answer it. But yep.
Go for it, Nicholas. Ask your cow question. The Garrett Bray says, I appreciate the last time on your feet. Concrete is horribly unforgiving on knees and ankle. I agree. Odd Squirrel says, hey, what's up? Dant Evanos, is Raven going to be running True Grind? Do we know? Do you know?
No, I don't. I'm not involved with volunteer stuff.
Okay.
If they're helping out, I don't know about True Grind.
My guess is yes. Aaron has a question for those of us who have never done True Grind. Can you explain what it is?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy.
It's it's basically designed for folks that really like True Dungeon combat. So it's been several people have done the creation of it over the years. Paul's doing a wonderful job now, and he comes up with a really cool. It's basically a gauntlet, a slaughter fest of monsters just keep popping in. You have to keep fighting them, and you're trying to survive the hour or so, 90 minutes sometimes of the slaughter. So yeah, it's basically if you love combat and you love using your big tokens, love the camaraderie of facing a bunch of monsters together. It's a very popular event for those types of folks.
Yeah, and random weird tokens too could potentially apply. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's just fun. People's heads gets chopped off and replaced with other bodies. It's just nuts. So Daniel Dilly looking, I expected these kind of questions, so I hope you don't mind the clarifying questions. Daniel Dilly
Sure.
has a question. So the 5-room game is still listed as 2 hours. I assume he's referring to Gen Con, but
Yeah.
we might get out sooner, ?
Yeah, that there's a limitation in their system where you have to pick either an hour and a half or two hours, and they instruct you to always round up because it's bad if somebody underschedules their events. So yeah, it's listed as 2 hours, and there's just no other way to do it. You'll be out probably the time you get done with your treasure and stuff. You'll probably be out maybe, I don't know, 15 12 minutes earlier than the 2 hours, but that'll give you a little extra time to get to your next event.
Excellent. Okay, so we have a question here. Let me try to catch up. Lots of questions. Mackenzie, I would like to ask for clarification on whether the new Mythic Coin of Wealth needs the synergy effect of 9 others or 9 others Charm of Avarice to achieve max synergy, or can I do a solo run and still get max synergy? Do you understand the question? This is my first question.
I think kinda.
Do you need 9 coins of wealth or 1 coin of wealth and 9 Charm of Avarice? I think that's what he's asking.
Yeah. Let me get back to you on that.
Okay.
I'm afraid I'm going to say the wrong thing. I can't keep all the tokens in my head. So yeah, we'll definitely update the cow listing on tokendb.com to have that basic question answered.
Good. All right, great.
I'll get
Good question.
check it like Monday night. It'll be up.
Excellent. Either Patrolithus or Pat Rothfuss has a question. Just confirming
Sure.
what I read on the forum, our bills for Rincon don't need to include any treasure tokens. Thank you so much. Jeff and I actually mentioned this before the show. So yeah, please help clarify that for Patrolithus.
Yeah. Yes, very good question. And we actually talking about it.
I know, we talked about talking about it, and you reminded us, so thank you, Pat.
Correct. To make it like interesting and fun, where you don't have to worry about your treasure enhancers. Everything's going to be a flat amount. So this will be your opportunity to basically do a different kind of build than you're used to, because you don't need any treasure enhancers. The event tells you how many you get per. But yeah, we've actually pre-wrapped them. We actually even put the participation token in the wrap, so we know.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So you'll just get a thing when they're on top. You'll actually see it because we put it face up, so that you'll see that there it is. So yeah, nope, you don't have to do any enhancers.
Got it.
It's going to be a fun, different kind of build at Rincon.
So no charms, no ion nuggets, no beads, and for the Fang and Fury, you don't need 1 ultra rare treasure enhancer.
Right. Yeah.
No treasure enhancers needed. Got it. Does that mean everyone's getting max treasure, or 3, or what if you're at level 9? Because those are going to be your next questions after that. I'll just go ahead and pre-ask them now.
Good question. I'm 95% sure that, well, it says on the website, I don't quite remember what the exact total is, but yeah, everybody's going to get a very nice big stack of tokens.
Got it.
So the 7 room adventures, path and circle, much bigger, and then the one for Fang and Fury will be smaller, but it'll still be like
Okay.
more than you'll. Oh, it'll be more than you get at Gen Con. So I guess yes, I did say they were the same, but the treasure will be better at Ring Con than Gen Con Fang and Fury. Quite a bit better.
Cool. And also for the people who might ask, True Grind, I believe historically doesn't have treasure, but there will be a participation trophy, participation token for True Grind, right?
Yes. Yep.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I recommend if you've never done True Grind before, or even if you have, since you don't have to do your treasure enhancer tokens, beef up your character because the death is coming. All right, let me try to find where we are here. Oh my lord, so many questions. This is the question show, Jeff.
I love answering questions. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I want people to have fun, and if they don't know, what's going on, they're not going to have fun. So
Exactly.
let me.
So
Sorry, I can't answer them well, but I will get them answered.
we will do our best, and we'll also know what you need to update other places. So Nicholas, you ask a follow-up to what you were saying, but Jeff said just check the other. He's going to update the cow listing for that. And a lot of people saying how much fun True Grind is. Let's see. Question. Here we go. Mark Gonzalez has a question. Is the Fang and Fury participation token the same for RingCon and Gen Con? Are tokens ever the same for any convention? The answer, of course.
I don't think so, but I can't say for sure.
I would have said no. I'm glad that. What? Interesting. Usually they're different.
Sorry, I don't know. It's been we ended up packing those up like a couple months ago, so I'm not really sure. Sorry, don't have a good answer for that.
Okay. All right. So checking. Can we? Jeff Green, Trent, can we buy from you this week and get RingCon pickup? Yes, of course. You can. Anybody? Yeah, I just put a note in the note or send an email, and I'll refund you if you were charged shipping. Metaphoric Dragon question: will there be a RingCon riddle reveal for those of us who can't go and want to live vicariously? Wow, I haven't thought about that.
Yeah. All right. I hadn't thought about it either. Maybe we can do it. Maybe there's some dude that has a show. Maybe we could do
could we call them? Maybe. What's the number?
Oh, 1-800.
1-800. Metaphoric Dragon, do me a favor. So my brain is full. Can you email me that, and I will see what I can do.
Okay, I just looked it up on the old spreadsheet, and they are different. Participation tokens for Fang and Fury are different at RingCon.
I would have told them no, or as in no, they are not the same. But I'm glad you double checked. Valerian says got a GT for RingCon. Can't wait to see what's done for that. Yeah, GTs are going to be awesome. Jeffrey Dillon says, can we get some extra oil of enchantment added to treasure boxes? Those things are too rare. Are there going to be treasure boxes? Because everybody's getting a pack of treasure.
There'll be some there, but because I'm sure people are going to be turning them in, loose ones, transmuting them. So yeah, the transmute off still. I'm not sure how they're going to do it. They'll probably just have you pull out of a treasure generator if you like turn in some treasure.
Mm-hmm. Right. The treasure chips. Okay. So checking on more questions here. A Finsel question: will there be an option on the website to send in transmute for pickup at RingCon? When is that cut off?
Well. So yeah, hopefully it's on the website. If you go to the RingCon page, there should be some information about that. You can also, there's a, if you go into the token part, there's a link that goes to the in-person PDF that you can print out. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know that information. It's on the website, though, I'm pretty sure, about what the deadline is.
Yep.
John would know, but he's been handling that, so.
Yes, correct. So yeah, A Finch will go to the TD website. All right, checking. All right, so Kuzik has a question. I picked up tickets for my friends at RingCon. Do I need to transfer it to their accounts on td.events, or can we all walk up at the same time to check in?
That is a good question. If they allowed you to do it, I think you could just, as long as you're all together and you have all the IDs, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you have to go that extra step. Hopefully I'm not going to get in trouble, but yeah.
Got it.
If you want to know for sure, email Lori at truedungeon.com. She'll
There
tell
you go. Excellent. Ramseldor says, I was wondering, do I need to pre-request a transmute? I am getting my 2 oils at RingCon from Trent. No, because you got transmute. We're about to talk about the transmute hours. So you just go in there with your oils after you get them from me, and then you can do your transmuting. All right, so Con Queer has a question. If I do a transmute on Saturday, will I be able to get it same day based on the web page that has a drop-off and pickup only times? So yes, we're going to talk about those times, but yes, you can drop it off in the morning and pick up in the afternoon.
Yep.
So Maggie says, I thought today was the cutoff for sending in transmutes for pickup at RingCon. You might be right, Maggie. So yeah, check the websites.
Glad Maggie knows what's going on. Thanks.
Yeah. And if somebody, I don't know if I want to say this out loud, but if someone has some type of major trauma going on in their life and they're unable, just email me. I mean, a lot of your bigger quantity players are very helpful for other people. So if you have some transmute issues, just post on the forum or Discord or email me, and we're a helpful bunch. We'll help you figure out what's going on. AA Magic question was a bit late to the show, so sorry if it was discussed, but what is the plan with the Grunnel potato children we got at the holiday event? Do we need to do it at this year Gen Con only? Holy crap. I can't answer that.
Yeah. Email John at truedungeon.com.
Yeah, that sounds like a Grunnel question. Okay, so we're caught up on the questions. So let's get to the next part of the show. Again, if there's any more questions, just say question and what the questions are. So this is one of the events at RingCon. What can you tell us about the Sacred Circle?
Well, this is the biggie. This is the one that everybody should be playing. Everybody that's attending had the opportunity anyway to buy a ticket. So hopefully everybody gets to play. We decided this year that it'd be fun if we made the modules kind of based on the tokens that you use to make the big relic, to basically make the big Ring of the Sacred Circle to be able to attend RingCon. So the module's based around collecting those 5 rings. So at the end, you can guess what the final puzzle is going to be, probably. Maybe.
Are you telling us that the final room is a puzzle? Did you just give that away?
Oh, dang it. Yeah, I did. Anyway.
Oh, sorry. So speaking of that, this is 7 rooms, right?
Correct.
Is there a path choice?
No, not at this one.
No Y choice here. Okay, cool. Yeah. Got it. All right. So speaking of path, there's another adventure here called the Sacred Path. Tell us about the Sacred Path.
Well, this is going to be interesting. This is a big thank you to the patrons. Traditionally, the patron adventures have been a little cheesy, and we just haven't had a whole lot of space and time. The first one I ever did at Origins was really bad.
I remember that. It was way in the back, right? And it's you were just hanging over curtains and stuff, right?
It was fun. Katrina helped. She made it she made it much better than what I had. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we didn't have any time to set it up, and then we found out the curtains that we're using were bad because there's a tremendous wind coming from the air conditioning back there. So the curtains are blowing everywhere, but hopefully folks had fun.
It was very
We kind of
fun.
it was goofy. I had a head on a one of those vampire heads on a fishing rod,
Yeah,
and
fishing pole. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
as they were sliding, I was screwing with
You were
people.
bumping us off. I remember. It was
It was
fun.
good.
Yeah.
But over the years, we've gotten it so it's better and better. And this year, I'm not going to say it's as good as the Sacred Circle, but it's going to be interesting. We've got a surprise for you. Hopefully, you like it. It's an experiment. We'll see how that
Cool.
goes.
And at the end, I assume as part of our treasure or whatever, we will be picking up our marks of enlightenment, right, with our name on it, our crafted name by.
Correct. There'll be this very old guy in epilogue of that event handing them out and to you personally and thanking you personally. You guys are
Very
awesome.
cool. Yeah, you did that at SkullCon. I thought that was a very nice gesture that you were basically thanking the patrons for their support. That's a very nice touch that you do. And here is another event happening at Rincon called Fang and Fury. What can you tell us about this?
Well, we thought it'd be nice to have a third event that people could fit in between all their runs and True Grind and open gaming and token trading, and it seemed like this would be the perfect one to bring. It's due to the size. Also, it was a big reason to bring it. So, and it's nice that we get to run it once as kind of a dress rehearsal, and then be able to tweak it and get it really good for Gen Con. It's a more designed for our newer folks. So I know a lot of people at Rincon are going to be vets, but they should still have fun with it. We've got some, I think, fun stuff fun stuff scheduled. We'll see how it goes. Some new stuff, and yeah, it'll be interesting.
Okay. Now, this is 5 rooms, and it is sealed pack. Is that right?
Well, it's actually 4 rooms.
Oh, like 4. Sorry.
Yeah, like most of the Conquest stuff. So yeah, it's
right.
4 rooms. But they're we didn't skimp on because it's a 4 room. We didn't skimp on the designs of the rooms. This will be probably the best looking dungeon that you'll have at Gen Con or at Rincon. So it's going to be cool.
And it's still sealed pack though, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Now, what is the 10 pack? Because if I'm not mistaken, the last I heard about the 10 packs, and I think it's still in play on the website, it's like 1 per household. You know, you can only order a 250 pack, 1 per household for 2026.
Yeah, we're gonna make that call. Most likely, they're gonna. We held some back. Basically, that's the reason we cut back on sales on the website, just so that hopefully we'll have enough for Rincon, so everybody will get that are playing this will get 2026.
So we'll find out the day of.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see how it goes.
Okay.
We've been getting more since Gen Con's come along. We've been getting more and more token orders from folks that want to, they're starting to think about playing, and yeah, we got several orders this week. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Once tickets go on sale, we may see a big splurge. We'll see.
Okay. Let me check in with chat. So make sure there's no questions. Everybody, yeah. Kuzik, thank you for reminding me. More likes and subscribes, etc. YouTube things. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I'm a horrible YouTuber. Please do that, liking and subscribing if you haven't done yet, wherever it is on the screen. Here we go. We got a question. Jeffrey Dillon. Question: 1 rare treasure enhancer allowed for the Gen Con version of Friends and Family.
Fang and Fury, I think you meant. So
Fang for he said F and F, but I made up my words. So Fang and Fury. If you pull it right out of the 10 pack. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We've done it both ways. So I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure for Gen Con it's just whatever's in the 10 pack. Last year when we did a 4 room, we allowed people to equip one altar rare, and I'm not sure how we're doing it this year. I don't remember which way we're doing it. So whatever the website says
Okay.
is what it'll be.
Yeah, and it's possible we'll do a Gen Con show too, so we would definitely have that information by then. All right, so checking in. All right, great. Let me get to the next thing here. So you mentioned this before. At RingCon will be True Grind, Cracks of Doom. What can you tell us about this?
Well, it's another one of Paul's awesome events. He puts on a great show, and he's a passionate player, and he basically creates some really great fun for the token collectors that love to do the big slaughter gauntlets. So they're always. This one, I think you can kind of guess maybe it's based on some kind of ring themed fantasy series. Kind of goes along with RingCon.
Okay.
So that might be kind of happening. And we also have Drake got involved with this a little bit. There's some new technology that we're going to try out. So the combat boards will look a little different.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, Drake does good stuff. By the way, do a little plug here. If you haven't seen the interview with Paul, we did a riddle reveal on May 2nd. So it's the if you're watching this show not live, it's the show that's next to wherever this show showed up on your screen. It's the previous interview to this interview, and we talked all about creating True Grind and lots of other stuff. Paul's great. Now, next up is something I'm like nerdly super excited about. The Silver Ship Passage. These things have appeared eons ago, and they were masked in mystery, but we now finally know what they're for. You can cash them in at RingCon to do something. What can you tell us about these tokens? And you need this token in order to do these events. Tell us, please.
Yeah, I would call it maybe more of an activity.
An activity, okay.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's changed over. Once we saw how many people were gonna probably come to this thing, then what we originally kind of wanted to do had to change. There just wasn't going to be enough time. The line would be huge, and it's just no fun to wait in line. I mean, you would be waiting hours to get in if we did like a 12. If we did like a 12-minute thing for you or a little group. So it's more of a quick kind of fun little. If you guys have ever done some little weird stuff I come up with for golden tickets, where you gotta like shoot a crossbow or do something, it's gonna be more like that. They're themed. They've got some nice props and stuff with them. So it's gonna be more like you're at a carnival type challenge. Then and then you'll have a chance to win something just like at a carnival.
Now, for the theory and theme fans out there, in your universe, the Jeff ecosystem of all of your different adventures, if I'm not mistaken, you mentioned that the Silver Ship and how to get in between these different realms or whatever they're called, there's something to do with the Silver Ship and the passing and the passage. What can you tell us about your world, the world that you've created, in reference to silver ships and the passing through them?
Yep. Yeah, there's been a couple of different things done with ships. I was kind of a big fan of Spelljammer way back in the day. I love the idea of magical sailing ships. My dad was a big Sea Witch, Mutiny on the Bounty, that kind of stuff. So I saw a lot of those kind of old movies growing up too. So the first time we had them, it was basically to sail between planes. It wasn't called the Silver Sea then. It's a different thing, but it's basically how you can sail between all these different planes. It's just a way to travel between them. I really like that idea, and we did a whole year based on that going around, and these were some of the places that got mentioned. Some of the places you actually visited, like Outpost Nil, there is that was well an adventure there. Um, and then we also, because we brought in, we decided to do some fun with Peter Atkinson. His little Egyptian themed world.
Mm-hmm.
So we also have a thing based on a prime
Chaldea.
material plane. Yeah, Chaldea. Yeah,
Chaldea.
basically,
Okay.
yeah, and that's a completely different thing than what is between planes. But basically, we decided this would be a really good way to link all these different worlds. So yeah, if you're going to go to Chaldea, you can jump on the Silver Ship on the Silver Sea, and you can go across and go to this other realm. That's how that works.
Got it. Very, very cool. All right, let me check in with our chat. And again, if you haven't done that, liking and subscribing, please do so. And actually, let me take a little opportunity here to remind people about this. Check out the pinned link. Click that link, and that's how you enter into the drawing. At the end of the show, you must be present. There's a first place, second place, and third place, which you can see here. But to celebrate the 9th anniversary of True Dungeon, not True Dungeon, sorry. True Dungeon's been going on for 23 years. To celebrate the 9th anniversary, take two. To celebrate the 9th anniversary of Trent Tokens, I'm doing a 10% off special that ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. if you're watching live, and I'm giving away a free golden ticket. So definitely click that link, fill it out, and you must be present to win one of these very cool prizes here. And good luck to everybody soon. But let's dive back into RainCon. Thank you for the housekeeping break. At RainCon, there will be transmuting Friday,
Yes.
11 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's a big hunk of time
Yeah,
for
I think
transmuting.
we're going to need it. I
Yeah?
think they're going to be busy. So yeah,
Got
John's
it.
going to be working he's going to have a long week because he's got to set up a big event, and he's got to do transmuting all weekend and then tear it all down and get it back to Heron. So
Wait, you're talking
long.
about John? Does he not? Usually there's like a one or two volunteers that help out in transmuting. Are there no one else
Yeah,
helping?
yep. There'll be some other folks
Oh, okay.
helping for sure, but he's
Okay,
going to
good.
be busy.
All right, good. Hopefully it's someone who knows me so I can go wink, wink. Come on. Help a brother out. Let me check in with chat here. People being silly in chat. Okay, let me try to find the questions here, boys and girls. Awkward Moon question: will Silver Sheep Passage tokens be usable outside of RainCon?
No.
Okay, no, it is. Question: Buck Aiden: will there be any use / can there be used as a bit or something after RainCon if folks can't use the Silver Sheep Passage tokens? Oh, same question. No.
Yeah, I don't have any plans for it. Sorry. I hate to say maybe because then people might hold on to them. I don't know. So I guess I'm just gonna have to say no. And yeah, sorry.
Yeah, well, these have been out a very long time, and I feel like you've announced it. Maybe I don't know if it's been a year, but it's been a good amount of time since you said that they were going to be used at RainCon. I don't think I've heard anybody ask, are they going to be used after that? So technically, what can you do? My suggestion is if you cannot go to RainCon, find someone who is, give them these tokens, and it's almost like, I guess at going to Vegas. Here's $5, put it on black and see how it goes. So, and you feel free to email me if you don't have any friends going to RainCon. Email me, and I'll say this one is for Bob. Good luck for Bob. All right, so Valerian asks, are the games for the Silver Ship Passages rigged like carnival games, or do people actually have a good chance at winning? Great question, Valerian.
Great question.
That's the Trent Tokens audience.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that the rate of success is going to be over 50%. So that's what we're shooting for. So we're not trying to
That's still low. My God, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. One of them's going to be probably less than 50%. The way it's designed, they're not all. They're not all. I didn't want to make all the kind of same thing. They're a little different. So you'll see.
Wow.
You'll see.
Okay, now I to toot my own horn, honk honk. I have pretty good hand-eye coordination, like shooting targets, bow and arrow, whatever. My wife shoots bow and arrow better than me, even though she's never done it. So maybe I'll have my wife do all these events. Okay, so Kusik has a question. What is the name of the world that True Dungeon is set in? I think the most common name we know is Shyport. Has it been stated what the Jeff world's official name is? Great question.
It has not been stated. I've never officially named a world. I kind of based it on my old campaign I ran way back in the 80s. It had a name, but I don't want to use that because that's my personal thing. So I guess that's the reason I never really gave it a name. But I always, in my head, I just go with Shyport because that's where we basically first came out with a map, and that was the basis of that whole map thing. So
Got it.
That's a great name, Shyport.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so Sean Smith has a question. Can we bring back True Tavern, the greatest TD invention ever?
Well, I think we're kind of doing that with the open gaming, and there will be an open bar there, or not, a cash bar over in the corner at night on Friday and Saturday night. So, yep, hopefully it'll happen again. We tried several times to recapture the magic of I guess it was 2000 and so long ago, 2008, I think. But for other reasons, it just hasn't happened. So, but I think I think you guys are gonna have a great time in the open game area. I think it'll be a lot of energy, a lot of fun going on. Hopefully it'll be nearly full. We got 300 and some seats in there, and it'll just be gamers having fun. You'll see a bunch of people trading tokens. You'll see them telling stories.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see them trying a new game they brought with them. I mean, it's just going to be real fun, I think.
That's cool. The open bar on Friday and Saturday night, you said, do you have the times in your head?
5 to 10.
So 5 to 10 Friday, 5 to 10 Saturday, the bar will be open. What time does the building close? What time do we got to get out of there?
11.
Okay, so 11. Okay. Checking in on chat. Buck Aiden, Miss True Tavern, hang out, have a drink before or after a run side quest, good times. Okay, good. Okay, question, here we go. Scotty Yoder, question, do you have to turn in only full sets of passages? I would assume no, right? Each one is for each event.
There's the one dedicated space that we're going to switch them out every 2 hours or so. And we got this crazy guy who's going to run it. It's a great NPC. I think he's going to do a great job. And he's coming up with different personas for each of the 4 little areas. So we'll see.
Right. So, yeah, check the RingCon page on True Dungeon. If you want to use your Mirthwood token, you have to wait until a Mirthwood time, and so on for the other ones, right?
Yeah, there's like a 2-hour window for each one each day, and they're different each time. So you should be able to find time during those 2 days to be able to cash in all your. You see a big line, you can come back later, hopefully.
Got it. Okay. Okay, so Belinda says, okay, glad I've got more than one of each silver ship because I have the opposite of hand-eye coordination. Oh, poor Belinda. Okay, so a Gochi V2U has a question. Will the dice game that was set up at SkullCon be reappearing for RingCon? Forget the name of it. Was that the thing that Jeff invented? That thing?
I could bring that. Yeah, I could bring that. I call it Regent. It's predates True Dungeon by quite a while. I still have it somewhere. I haven't played it in a while. Um, yeah, I can bring it. That'd be cool. I
Yeah,
like it to
that
get
that is
used.
that the whiteboard thing pre True Dungeon thing? Is that the Regent thing?
Yeah, you just slide dice instead of tokens. That's where I came up with the idea for
Oh
sliding the.
yeah, you should bring that. I think people would eat it up. It's kind of pre True Dungeon. Oh,
It's not that people like it, but it's not. It's kind of embarrassing now because it's like it was. I did a tremendous amount of work for Jeff Con back in the day, before True Dungeon existed, and it was kind of a rush job. So, and I had the goal that basically the rules had to be simple enough that you didn't need to write them down.
hmm.
So there's no guide. There's some stuff on the board that tells you what the different points are worth, but yeah. So it's yeah.
Even
It should
just
be fun.
visually looking at it is super cool to see pre True Dungeon stuff. So great question. Yeah, please bring that. AA Magic says True Dungeon with an open bar. What could go wrong? So
Hopefully nothing. Behave yourself.
Belinda says, question: any chance we get a list of drinks available at the bar and prices in advance?
Well, I've asked, but I have yet to get anything, so we'll see. I don't anticipate it being very expensive though. With the uh, small town, booze is cheaper, so I could be wrong about saying that, but we'll see.
Okay,
I think it'll be reasonable.
got it.
There is one benefit to living in a small town, and that's cheaper booze. So
Cheaper booze. Brian Olson, question: is the golden ticket only for Gen Con?
we can do it at RingCon if you were lucky enough to grab one of the spots, and then there's also Gen Con and GameOCon. You can pick what works best for you.
3 choices. Blockade and sliding dice, wasn't that at TDC? Yes. True Dungeon Celebration, that's where it was. Okay, and Gil Strife, hi everyone, late to the stream. What's up? GG Strife, welcome. We are now going to talk about Saturday transmuting. Please explain how different transmuting Saturday is for RingCon.
Well, because we've got a big teardown to start Saturday night, we're going to just be accepting orders up till 1, and then after that, from 1 to 5, you can just come by and pick up what's been placed. So if you get it in by 1, it'll be ready by 5. So,
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. GG Stripe, what did you miss? A bunch. You're going to have to hit rewind or watch the beginning. We are closing up our RingCon section. Speaking of that, any more questions about RingCon, please ask them now. You can ask them whenever, but we're going to be moving on now to Gen Con, the next big thing coming up for True Dungeon. Gen Con runs July 30th through August 2nd. The reason we're talking about it now on this RingCon special show is the tickets go on sale tomorrow. So if you're watching this live on the 16th, the tickets go on sale tomorrow, May 17th, noon Eastern. So make your wish list now and get ready. Me and my buddies, we're going to be, I tell my wife, my wife knows it's a clicking day. So I cannot be bothered, around this little window of time where, you're clicking the screen. So she knows it's nerd clicking time.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, I have a silly question. Way back in the day, what happened before? How did Gen Con work before the nerd clicking time? How did just anybody who wanted to go, you just went and tickets were available? How did it work? Tell us, old timer.
How far back do you want to go? How far back do you want to go?
As pre-nerd clicking day, whenever that
Oh,
was.
okay, sure. My first was in 1982, and people complain about the online system now. It's so much better because back then there was pre-registration. Dragon, the biggest issue of the year was the one that had a little insert for Gen Con, but there was a very little amount of events in there. But you could still send in, here's what you want, but you never got what you wanted because it was it was done through the mail. So it was people that lived closer got first grab. So when you got to the event, every morning you could line up outside. along this sidewalk, and there was this hill right next to it came with a bagpiper who played bagpipes while you're waiting in line. He's a legend among the old timers. And it was really weird because it's Wisconsin. So, as Pat will probably tell you, Wisconsin mornings are a little chilly, a little dewy, and it was really cool to have this little light mist with the Scots music going. It was nice. Um, but you would wait in line every morning, hour or two, to just get up to this. It was like two 8-foot tables, and behind it was a pegboard with a bunch of little pegs in it, and there were these computer printed little tickets about that wide and about that long, and they were stuck on the board.
Okay.
And so you would go up and ask for it. You would literally just ask them, "Do you have 9215?" And they would turn around and look, and they would say yes or no. So you might
Wow.
be there, you know, you could be there 10 minutes trying to find an event that you want to play. That's how it was done.
Wow.
Yeah, and one year somehow it got knocked over, and they lost the tickets were all. Well, some of them fell off the pegboard. It created yeah, big problem. I ended up going to a lot of seminars because the line for the seminar, they had a separate line. It was much shorter. So, and there was always plenty of good seminars to go to. I mean, this is back, and you got to, like, I remember going to see Frank Mentzner when he was doing a big thing, and Gary stopped by. I saw a thing with Penny Pentecourt. He's doing Top Secret. Um, I saw, I saw this guy who was introducing this new game called Car Wars. Steve Jackson. It's pretty cool. So,
Wow.
that's how it was done back then. So yeah, you literally you would have to. I mean, I don't know how early some people got there. I was in high school, so it was tough for me to get up early to get there. But I'd get there about 8 o'clock, and there was a big line. So I don't know how early some people got there. So
Wow. Wow. So
and
kids
then when they went
today,
to
you're
computers,
complaining. Yeah, not we're complaining about clicking fast. Wow, wow, wow. Very cool. Thank you for that little walk into the past there. Um, okay, so looking to see if there's any more questions. Okay, again, any more questions, just type the word question and then what your question. So speaking of Gen Con, there's going to be 4 events at Gen Con. Fang and Fury, Monster Unbound, Haunted Manor, Castle Cravenmore. Fang and Fury will be at RingCon. Castle Cravenmore will also be at RingCon, and Castle Cravenmore will also be at Gamehole Con. So those are all your chances for if you can make all 3 conventions. You can do your scheduling that way. If you can only make 1 or 2 of them, you know, hopefully by now you know. But speaking of Fang and Fury, that is going to be at Gen Con. Tell us about Fang and Fury at Gen Con.
yeah, it'll be. Hopefully, I'll have some tweaks to it to make it better than what we show at RingCon, and then the rooms, the spaces in between the rooms will be fully themed. We're not really gonna have time and the people to do that at RingCon. Although you will get more treasure to make up for it, so that's how it'll go. But yeah, I think it's gonna be really nice to have another Conquest event this year, just to try to get newer folks in to try it and have it more designed for them, so they don't have to worry. The worst thing I hear is when people play TD for the first time and they just get stuck with a bad group. And
Yeah.
the way this is done, it's makes it harder to have a bad group. So I'm
Hmm.
hoping their first time is good and they realize what kind of fun it can be.
Yeah, I hate reading that. I wish I could reach out to every single one of them and go, okay, come join my group. There's more good groups of humans out there than bad, by far in the True Dungeon community. But just for clarity's sake, this again is 4 rooms, no treasure enhancers, and sealed pack only.
Correct.
Great. And it's cheaper than, is it 88?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's cheaper than the other ones. And speaking of the other ones, that's also technically part one of the Craven More physical in-person dungeons. This being part two, Monster Unbound, which sounds really cool. What can you tell us about this one?
Yeah. Well, this year we're going with some classic old Universal monsters, or ancient, old Gothic horror stuff. So, yeah, this is definitely, you can kind of guess this is based on the novel Frankenstein novel. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the popular culture that's gone up around it since.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be more of a steampunk type thing, and your job is to go find this gentleman that has maybe has some special weapons that would be handy to go
Uh-oh.
up against Craven with. So you're gonna travel to his tower, which is in the background there,
Mm-hmm.
and try to convince him to give you some of these awesome crossbow type things.
Cool.
So
I like the lightning bolt touching it. That's a nice little touch. And next up, part three of the series. And of course, for anyone who's unaware, you can play them in any order, but just story-wise, this is part three. Haunted Manor. What can you tell us about this one?
This one's probably the most fun I've had making a module in a long time.
Wow.
It's an homage to a certain haunted house in Florida that
With big ears
lot of,
like mine, maybe.
yeah. So if you're a fan of that attraction, you should have a really good time in this. This is a loving homage. I firmly believe that the certain Orlando themed haunted house back in the day, when I saw it when I was 7 years old, was what really ignited my imagination to do some kind of, right after, as soon as that happened, I wanted to do haunted houses every Halloween. And I'd
Wow.
usually I was the youngest kid, pretty much, in the neighborhood, and I'd always talk to older kids, and not always, but many years, we had haunted houses. I'd go beg some mom to let me use their basement. We used ours a few times, but all the moms did their uh, duty and allowed us to do a haunted house down in their basement as we were growing up. So, and I loved
Crazy.
making maps. I would draw out the maps. That was still, yeah. So maybe that's why I like making True Dungeon maps, because it's like, yeah. So,
Wow.
but I'm basically, this is a loving homage. So if you know kind of some of the rooms in that attraction, you will definitely enjoy this module. Zero.
Oh, you hear that, Bill? I know Bill will go crazy. Bill lives close to that place, and I think goes there, feels like weekly. All right, so the final step here, the final piece of this four-part series is Castle Cravenmore, which sounds like a terrible place to go to. What can you tell us about Castle Cravenmore?
Well, this is it. You've been the other three adventures are you trying to prepare for this battle with upcoming with this vampire lord. So
Hmm.
you got to kind of sneak in. Of course, that's how you always do it with these vampire things,
Mm-hmm.
and basically find a way to defeat the lord vampire guy. He's not nice, and he will not be easy, and he's gonna be quite the interesting final boss monster.
Wow. This sounds super scary. I cannot wait to see the theme design of all these different adventures. I think it's just going to be unbelievable. I'm super excited that there's something for the newer people. I think getting newer people to try True Dungeon is something that I'm a big fan of doing. So I'm excited that Fang and Fury will be there. And so far, the virtual series that we've done so far has been leading up to this as well, which I think is another nice touch that you're doing this year. And then I assume the virtual series in the fall will be a continuation of that storyline as well, right?
Yep, it'll take place right after this is over. You'll get basically kind of a tease at the in the epilogue of this adventure as to what's going to
Oh,
happen next.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So,
Yeah.
chat, if you have any more questions, please get them in here now, because I'm about to let Jeff go among, along his merry way here, because he's got more work to do for RingCon, and we've got some giveaways to do. So, speak up or forever hold your peace. Let me check in with chat. Bill has a question. I think that's Bill. Will we get XP for RingCon? I am 150 XP from 12th. Is there any XP at RingCon?
Yes, there is.
Yes. Yeah, if you go to the
for
RingCon
Sacred
page,
Circle.
it shows you which ones have XP. And let's see. Checking in on chat. Every time I did that, did someone order garlic pizza? What? All right. Excellent. Okay, so I think we are squared away on chat and all the questions. So thank you very much, everybody, asking your questions. This is a big question day, Jeff. I think it's because we haven't had a chat, in a long time. Maybe the questions have been,
Sure.
they're being, lining up. People are saying thank you in chat, Jeff. Tomberlin says, Jeff, thank you for making TD. How sweet is that?
That's very nice. Thank you guys for letting me do it. I don't know. It's crazy what's happened over the last 23 years, as you mentioned. So happy to help. I say this a lot. I think I'm having more fun than you guys. So should be thanking you. I have a blast putting this thing on, and since I went through that haunted house in Orlando, I've had this thing. I'm like, man, I just want to create some fun for folks, and it's just been something in my DNA since then. So thanks for letting me do it.
Yeah, I can't imagine the joy that must be bouncing around inside your heart, because I've created like little tiny short films, and when I go to a theater and I watch people watching my little tiny movie, I'm bawling. So I don't know how in the world you can endure the joy and love that we throw at you, because it's just, you literally created a world. You created a whole community of like-minded, kind souls who love participating. And what's one of the many amazing things about True Dungeon is the core of it is to share. That's one of the things I love about the very beginning of the sealed pack runs. You open it and you just immediately start to share, and that right. Just and the team building starts right away, and different people have different abilities on their cards, and they can help each other, and someone's singing, someone's healing, someone's protecting the people who might be a little squishy. It's just awesome. And the people also want other people to play, and that everyone just, it's kind of like they're just like the best salespeople, and I don't mean it that way. It's a horrible way to say it. It's not what I meant, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. They just want other people to play this amazing game. So I'm just how can you endure this so much love?
Yeah, word of mouth is everything for True Dungeon. That's just the passionate player base that spreads the love, like you say. That second day ever we did the event back in 2003, we sold the tickets that morning because we were too late for the registration system that they had.
Right.
And that first time I came down the elevator in the Hyatt and turned around the corner, and I saw like 300 people in line waiting to try to get tickets. It was like 5 seconds of just pure joy, and then it hit me like, oh crap, we don't have enough tickets.
And then terror.
And I was like, I just felt really bad. So I went down there and towards the end, and I said, sorry if you don't get tickets and all that stuff. But yeah, it's always been, kind of a two-sided coin. So, but I guess the last thing I'd like to say, if you don't mind me taking a little bit of time, is just if you get a chance, players, when you're at RingCon, Gen Con, wherever you're at, if you could just thank the people helping me put this on. I try to thank them as much as I can, but they would probably really like to hear it from you.
Oh,
Because they're everything. And
thank you, Jeff, for saying that. That's very sweet. As you can see, everybody in chat, Jeff is a kind soul, and he wants all of us to thank the volunteers. So let's make sure we do that. And everyone is saying thank you very much to Jeff. And Bob says, don't hate on salespeople. I would never do that, Bob. Lots of people are saying thank you, thank you, thank you, and enjoying the update. And Bill says, thanks. It's been a great ride since 2007. Jeffrey Dillon says, heart to all the TD staff and volunteers. So, yes, we are all about to get together at RingCon and share the love with each other. Belinda says, thank you, Jeff, Lori, John, CPN, the volunteers, and everyone who helped make TD happen. And thank you to you, Belinda, because you're one of the best volunteers there is.
yes.
Gabe, there's another great one. So, yeah, good words to everyone. Please thank all the volunteers when you see them at RingCon, Gen Con, GamehoCon all the time. And Jeff, I am honored to call you a friend and a confidant and a like-minded soul. It has been a sincere honor to be able to help spread the love of True Dungeon. And I'm looking forward to 23 more years of spreading the love of True Dungeon. So let's let Jeff get back to building the sets for RingCon, and we will see you in a couple of weeks. Thank you very much, Jeff. You have a good one,
Thanks
okay?
for having me.
Always.
Good night, everybody. Good luck tomorrow. Good
that's
luck.
right. On the nerd clicking. Yeah, good luck to everybody. All right. Well,
Good
thank
luck,
you,
guys.
Jeff. See you
Take
in a
care.
couple of weeks.
Yep.
All right, there was Jeff, everyone, one of the kindest souls on the planet, as everyone already knows. Thank you to Jeff, and as Jeff said, please thank the volunteers when you see them at RingCon, Gen Con, and GamehoCon. And yeah, so let's now move on to what may be the favorite part of the show for some people, the free giveaways. As a reminder, we're going to be doing our normal 3 giveaways, first, second, and third place here. But to celebrate the 9th anniversary of Trent Tokens, I'll be giving away a free golden ticket. So this will be our grand prize. And one final reminder, the 10% off special ends at 11 p.m. tonight. You've got 5 seconds. If you haven't done it yet, click that link that's pinned, fill that out, and that is how you enter into the drawing. You must be present to win. And when I pull your name from the hat, you must say in chat, hey, that's me, and that's how we know that you won. So please talk amongst yourselves while I go to the list and make sure we don't have any duplicates here. Okay, so give me a second here to grab everybody's name. Okay, all right. Again, talk amongst yourself. How about that Jeff, huh? Good guy, huh? Right? Did everybody agree? Very sweet and kind soul. So now I'm checking for duplicates. By the way, looks like there's 116 people who have entered. So you've got some chances here. So let's remove duplicates, see if we have any. No duplicates. All right, no duplicates. Here we go. I will now put this into our little hoo-ha here. And let me move over to this side of the screen. And, actually, you probably want to see your names here. So there we go. So these are all the names. You can see them spinning around, but you can also see them in the chat here. Or in the chat, or in that little window I meant. That's what I meant to say. So there's everybody's names. And again, this is, you can see here 117 entries. Is that right? 117? Okay, so I'm going to do one more quick check here. Let me go back to this to make sure we don't have any last-minute sign-ups. Just give me a second here. Looks like Kugler is the last one. All right, so we do have a last-minute sign-up, Logan Gilbert. Okay, let me put you in there. Let me do one final check, though, to make sure there's no duplicates. Make sure, Logan, you have that in there twice. Not that you are, but just want to be safe. Again, talk about yourself. Who's from out of town? Anybody from out of town? Okay, clean up, remove duplicates. Okay, all right, so there we go. So yeah, 118 people now. There we go, and all right. So now let's do a little full screen action here to make it exciting. Dun 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 dun. Mongo says he's out of town. I know you're out of town. All right, let's go, everybody. So we're going to do third place, then second place, then first place, then the grand prize. So third place is a 1K gold bar and a 10x treasure chip. Let's see who wins third place. Good luck, everybody. Come on. Come on. Good luck, everybody. All right, I'm going to grab my trusty pen and write down the name. Good luck, everybody. The winner is Joseph Miller. Please say hello in chat. Joseph Miller. Okay. Third place. Gabe was right there. Yep, so close, Gabe. Okay, talking amongst yourself. Joseph Miller, are you here? Joseph Miller. Joseph. Where? Yes, you can talk to yourself. That's right, James Watuski. Watermelon. Techno Code, are you there? There you are. Joseph is here. All right. Well, congratulations, Joseph. And he says, yes, that's me. So I will remove Joseph. And now we go to second place, which is a 5K bar and a 3X chip. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody. Come on. Oh, Wayne Rhodes, second place. Please say hello in chat. Wayne Rhodes. Okay, RW22. Okay, Wayne Rhodes. I recognize your name. Congrats. Okay, that's Randall. What's up, Randall? All right, so we will remove Mr. Wayne Rhodes, and now we go to first place, which is a 25K bar. I must be nuts. 25K bar and a single treasure chip. This is for first place, but we have a special grand prize this time. But who will win first place? The big first place. David McClure, are you in chat, Mr. David McClure? David McClure, are you there? David McClure, 955556. That's me. I believe it. Congratulations, David McClure. You won the first place prize, 25K bar and a single treasure chip. And now, bum bum bum. 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 It's time for the golden ticket. Hit remove. Good luck to everyone who remains. Golden ticket time. Happy 9th anniversary to Trent Tokens. Thank you all very much for all your support over the years. And the winner is Nick Heim. Nick Heim, are you here? Nick, say hello in chat. Say hello in chat. Nick Heim, there you go. All right. He says, oh my God. Oh, wow. Congratulations, Nick Heim, who says, oh my God. Congratulations to you. Let's see. Let's go to this screen. Congratulations to third place winner, Joseph. Did I write Mill? Did I write that right? Wayne Rhodes is second. David McClure is first. And Nick Heim, congrats on the big GT. And speaking of thank you very much for now 9 years of Trent Tokens. I swear to you, I promise on every forefather's grave, I thought maybe I do 3 or 4 orders a month, maybe. That's what I mean, maybe 1 month I would just do 1 order. I had no idea that it would grow into what it has grown into. So thank you all. I'm looking for another 9 and another 9 after that. I'll be doing this as long as True Dungeon exists and as long as I've got breath in my lungs. So thank you all for the support. Thank you very much for watching the show. Of course, do that liking and subscribing to help me spread the love of True Dungeon. I think I was at 568 subscribers, maybe 569 before the show. So please do that liking and subscribing and tell everybody about the show. And thank you again for watching the show live or later. But to everyone, let's not forget one of my favorite things to say. It's very difficult to frown if you're smiling. So smile.